Hey, it's Parker back with an Atlanta real estate market update. This is going to be our third quarter wrap up, and I'm going to share with you the three big trends that are driving the Atlanta housing market right now. And then I'm also going to share with you my favorite strategies for both buyers and sellers. Let's go. So the big trends driving the market right now, inventory, that's homes for sale, is rapidly increasing. Buyer demand is very, very low. All of a sudden we have a lot of houses. Buyers just don't seem very interested. And prices are flat or falling. I know a lot of you have been waiting years to hear that, but it's actually happening. So trend number one, home inventory is increasing rapidly. We had almost 20,000 homes for sale in Atlanta Metro in September. That's up almost 21% year over year. And what we're seeing is that we're getting 2,000 more new listings per month compared to 2023. On average, every single month, we're seeing 2,000 more new listings hit the market than we saw in 2023. That's a big deal. So if you remember last year, I told you about Atlanta's new listings crash. We had about 90,000 homes missing from the market over a 4-year period, kind of based on a 2019 baseline. So we had a huge deficit, and I can tell you right now that COVID-induced housing shortage is basically over. We're sitting right now at 4.5 months of inventory on the market. And I'm going to get back to that number in just a second, but let's hit trend number two is low buyer demand. Right now, the average home is taking about 46 days on market to go under contract. That's up 21% year over year. That's about an extra 7 to 9 days to get the average house under contract. So back to our inventory, Atlanta currently has 4.5 months of inventory on the market. Let me explain all that to you. Months of inventory is like a ruler. You have 0 on one end and 12 on the other. 0 months would indicate an extreme seller's market. 12 months would be an extreme buyer's market. The balanced market is somewhere in the middle, 5 to 6 months. So here's a chart of months of inventory in Atlanta dating all the way back to 2012. Let me show you the bottom of the market here. February 2022, we were below 1 month of inventory. That's just unheard of. That's unthinkable. We literally had less than 1 month of available homes on the market. Here's where we are right now. 4.5 months. It's the highest inventory levels we've seen in Atlanta since 2012. You have to go back 13 years to find a similar supply of homes in Atlanta. If you look over here on the right, you can see that blue line blips above the red line there. That was July. We actually got up to 4.7 months of inventory. Here's another data point that shows the low buyer demand. Open house traffic has been very low all year long. And in fact, the last month or so, it feels like it's at rock bottom. I've had several open houses, hosted several open houses where literally we had maybe 1 or 2 people show up. Almost no traffic. We're at 4.5 months of inventory. Buyers are not really buying. We've got low demand, high supply. What does that mean? Basic economics. Trend number 3, prices are flat or falling. We are seeing price drops. It's a soft seller's market based on that inventory number. It's a soft seller's market, but it really feels like a buyer's market. Sellers are making concessions. Almost every home sale has some seller concessions, whether it's price reductions, closing costs, repair credits, even interest rate buy downs. Sellers are making a lot of concessions to get these properties off their hands. The current average price per square foot, $210. That's down almost 2.5% year over year. Now, this is really fascinating here. The September median sales price was down 3%. The average sales price was down 0.5%. So what does that mean when the median is falling faster than the average? That means the lower priced homes are falling the fastest. The bottom end of the market is losing value faster than the high end of the market. So what would my advice to buyers be? Well, number one, keep looking during the holidays. A lot of people check out during the holidays. They're not paying attention to the housing market. Keep looking. Number two, get fully pre-approved. Work with your lender. Go through the entire underwriting process so that you're fully pre-approved That means you're essentially a cash buyer. You can waive your financing contingency and the house just has to appraise for what you've offered for it. Boom, sold. 3, estate properties often list in winter. It's a sad fact of life that more people die in the cold months than in the warm months, but you see a lot of estate properties come on the market. People inherit these properties and they just want to get rid of them. They don't care about the market. They don't want to fix them up. They just want to sell them as fast as they can. And number 4, remember, buyers are like gold right now. If you're out there and you're a buyer in this current market and you've got cash and you're ready to spend, you are like gold. And I talk about, move slow, then move fast. What I mean by that is take your time, really identify what it is that you want in a house. But when that house hits the market and you see that that's the house that you want, move very, very swiftly, move very fast, lock it up, make it your own. Advice to sellers: if you don't have to sell now, then don't. There's just too many properties sitting on the market. I would say wait until spring. And number 3, use the time to fix and freshen your house. I see more properties sitting on the market because they're not meeting the needs of the market. Buyers are really strapped with high interest rates and high prices, and they're just not interested in buying houses that look like fixer-upper projects. I see a lot of houses that are mechanically and structurally very sound, but cosmetically they look dated. So we can help you with all that. Reach out anytime. So as always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. My contact information is below. If you're thinking of buying or selling in Atlanta, I'd love to have a conversation with you. Reach out anytime. Thanks a lot.